Hello everyone, my name is Charles Moon and I am here to give you your market content. Today we are going to talk about Tesla stock, Elon Musk being in the news. All it took was a tweet, a simple little tweet to drive this stock up as high as 371. Folks, the low of the day was at 339, the high of the day was 371. What did this tweet say? Well, if you look at my newsfeed here and you see how extremely volatile it is, he's hinting at going private at 420 a share. He actually mentioned the share price, folks, and that is, first off, him tweeting that is crazy, but two, him giving the actual price is another factor. Now, Tesla did make some moves. There was news that a super fund out of Saudi Arabia invested, bought in, got around 5%, 3 to 5% controlling stake of the company. But this whole going private was such a surprise, and the stock is trading like such. I mean, it's at 21 million right now, and we just got into the afternoon portion of the session. Tesla over the last 50 days has averaged around 9.6 million. The day of earnings, they traded 23 million, so they're already going to surpass. They're going to surpass it. In fact, folks, we may surpass it once they come off halt. Currently, right now, Tesla is on halt, so we have to see what the halt implications are. It's halted for news. Is it going to be good news or bad news? The key level on the upside you're going to watch is 373. If it gets above 373, I truly believe that Tesla is not only going to test their 52-week high, which is at 389.61, labeled right here, they're going to make a run for that 420 mark. Now, that 420 number could be cryptic. You know, a lot of the Twitter potheads are getting all crazy about that number, and conspiracy theorists. And come on, Elon, he's a pretty smart guy. He's definitely not into conspiracy theories. He's more into the fact that he does like to play around. He does hate, the Wall Street side of the business. I would believe that going private would be 100% something he would want to push for. At 420 a share, he's obviously making a lot of money. No, he's not looking to sell off from the company. He tweeted as such. But the fact that he tweeted this helped push the stock higher. Now, when the news of the Arab investment came out, the Saudi Arabia investment, the stock actually jumped. So I don't want to say that Tesla went crazy just because of this. That's not true. The stock was moving. I'll pull it up on a 1-minute chart. The stock was moving before his actual first tweet had come out. Let me pull this up here. When did he drop that tweet? About 2 hours ago, right? That's what we're looking at. So that could be it. That could be when the move actually happened. I really don't believe that to be the case. I believe that if I could pull it up, the tweets came in a little bit later than that. So let's bring it up here. You're paying the big dollars. Yeah, so I mean, the early news was the $2 billion Shanghai factory, the 1104 Tesla spikes on the $2 billion stake. And then the first alert I got was at 11:51 after Elon Musk talks about taking the company private. I don't know. Maybe that was preceding that, but this was the breakout zone right here. This was the breakout bar. It was nearly 10 times the normal trading volume. This is where I think that someone caught hold of the news right around 340 to 344, and then next thing you know, it's at 360, and next thing you know, it's at 371, guys. So what is this? How do you play this moving forward? Well, if there's any validity to what he says, you buy. You buy it because you know you're going to get 420 a share. But that's the thing. Where are they truly in moving forward with this idea? Part of the tweet he did mention is that he finished his tweet saying, well, let me quote it. Am considering taking Tesla private at 420, funding secured. That means he already has a deal in play at 420 a share. That's what he basically said. I don't know, folks. It's very tough. It's very tough to trade a stock like Tesla when their CEO lets out tweets like this. And then, in April, remember he talked about Tesla being bankrupt, and it's tough. Do I think that there's going to be any knockback or brushback from the SEC? Maybe a warning. Maybe just a little warning saying, yeah, you got to kind of be careful about what you say because it could severely affect your stock price. But it's technically legal for him to tweet about company news as long as there's no market manipulation. He's not front running, quote unquote. Like if the SEC finds out that he had bought 100,000 shares a day before he let that tweet out, there's going to be some issues because in terms of valuation, he made a lot of money there in a very, very short period of time. But if this is true and he is going to go private, or they're at least considering it, strongly considering it, and they're going to bring it to vote, Tesla's going to go crazy, folks. That 420 price could happen in a day. I really doubt that it will, but it can. It can. On 7/2, July 2nd, they traded in nearly a $35 range. They traded at a $36 range on April 4th. So I don't know if they could really break out a 60-point range, but it wouldn't surprise me if they say that 420 is the price and yeah, we're going to do it. People will jump on board. If it pulls back, I'm looking for pretty definitive support at the low of this gap line, 323. That's going to tie in with the 50-day moving average, which is crossed over the 200-day moving average, and that would be your bottom line support level. If it even pulls back to this level, you could strongly consider buying it just from a trade standpoint and trying to get in on a value play. However, I think that we're going to see a lot of trading activity. We're going to see some buyers coming in. To say that the shorts weren't squeezed is an absolute lie because the short interest on the float is somewhere around 27-28%. We'll just have to see what the news brings, folks. Keep an eye on this here in the near term, and we'll see what Tesla brings. Like I said, we get above that 52-week high, folks, that 389 price. I'll pull it back. Let me pull it back here. 389.61. Say goodbye and say hello. Say goodbye to 389. Say hello to 400 to 420. Let's just say 420. 420. All right, folks. So stock and stock options trading involves a substantial degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. I can't feel a disclaimer, a more fitting disclaimer than when you talk about Tesla. That is the truth. Behold, if you're curious as to whether I would buy right here, I would only take that consideration. I would only buy at this particular price right now with that resistance at 373, if there's a greater likelihood that they are going to go private, and that is the dedicated price. Otherwise, patience is going to be king. 340 to 323, maybe 325 just to be safe, is going to be the buy side range that you should target on the dip. Take care, folks. Long live Elon Musk. Never fade the Musk, as we say. Have a good one, everyone.